Ah, yeah, eh. Every time I come around you, baby girl, something doesn't feel the same. You said that I'm changing, but it's really you. I see how you play those games. Wifey type for a main man. A queen can make moves, a king can't. Snatch you up, now you taking. Gave you bricks, now you building a wall up, wall up. Lately you and I been all love, all love. I don't know what's up with our love, our love. You forgetting all about us, oh. My jolie, oh my jolie, where are you? When I need you the most, you still MIA. This is murder, heart is melting, girl you got me. Called your bluffing, made you something, now you talking. Telling me to cool it off, cool it off. How can I cool it off, cool it off? Telling me to cool it off, cool it off. How can I cool it off, cool it off? My jolie, oh my jolie. My jolie, oh my jolie. You don't turn on me now. You don't get no time for me now, babe. Got him on a rebound, but it's only you that I like, babe. Tout ce que j'ai fait, c'était pour toi. Sur le haut parlement, t'écoutes pas. Tu me vois crever, mais tu bouges pas. Pourquoi? Whoa, you're wall up, wall up. You can't even get the scars up. For us, I don't know what's up with our love. Our love, you're forgetting all about us, oh. My jolie, oh my jolie, where you been? When I need you the most, you still MIA. This is murder, heart is melting, girl you got me. This is more than bluffing, made you something, now you talking. I call you bluffing. Telling me to cool it off, cool it off. How can I cool it off, cool it off? Telling me to cool it off, cool it off. How can I cool it off, cool it off? My jolie, oh my jolie. My jolie, oh my jolie. Yeah, this is murder, heart is melting, girl you got me. Called your bluffing, made you something, now you talking. Telling me to cool it off, cool it off. How can I cool it off, cool it off? Telling me to cool it off, cool it off. How can I cool it off, cool it off? Cool it off. I don't know how to cool it off. My jolie, oh my jolie.
This is gonna be on Dave Neal, by the way.
Make it hard. I was just somebody longing for someone to hold me. It could be anybody, but you chose me somehow. Now I'm crazy, thinking about you all the time, like crazy, knowing you're here by my side. And I was doing fine on my own, but baby, you make me a whole lot better. A whole lot better. A whole lot better. A whole lot better. You've seen all my bad sides, yet nothing that I do seems to make you wanna run away. And I'm so thankful that you found me. Waist deep, thinking about you all the time, like crazy, knowing you're here by my side. And I was doing fine on my own, but baby, you make me a whole lot better. A whole lot better. A whole lot better. A whole lot better. Waist deep, thinking about you all the time, like crazy, knowing you're here by my side. And I was doing fine on my shallow waters, but it's gonna get you nowhere. And I'm way too good to waste my time on boys like you. Can you speak without a filter? Can you give me something better? I bet you do. Hey baby,
Push the
if
like
you wanna
button.
get to know me, all you gotta do is take me to your heart, yeah. Hey baby, if you want me to be with you, all you gotta do is take me to your heart, yeah. Come on, give me something real, doesn't have to be ideal, just a part of you that's honest, that's all I want. Hey baby, if you wanna get to know me, all you gotta do is take me to your heart, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get this party started right now. Do me a favor, hit the like button an odd number of times, you oddballs. Let's get into it. Hello, everybody. Dave Neal here. How's it going? This is your Bachelor Fantasy Suite preview episode. Let's get into it. Hello, everybody. Let's switch this music to instrumentals only, and then let's see what we have there. That way we don't have to deal with. 1 second here. Play some instrumental music. There it is. Hello to the chat section. Everyone out there, good to see you guys. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. I am. I'm gonna sneeze. It's bellowing. I have a sneeze, a billowing. It's up there. It's coming out. Griselda, how are we doing? Were you able to make some more of your sunflower earrings today, Griselda? Steph is in the house. Sarah winks as always. The pleasure is all mine. Nick Gallup. Sherry. Jenna B. Ashley S. Freckles. Julia. How are you, Julia? Good to see you. Thanks for hanging in there with me. Elizabeth, Stu with the deja vu. Good to see you there, Elizabeth. I think if I go all the way back to the beginning, Irene with the super chat. Thank you so much, Irene. Oh, let me move this all over the place here. Irene with a super chat. And actually, you know what I'm going to do? Now that we have spoilers, this is a spoiler-free chat. Our live streams are only information we have seen on the air and no other spoilers. Now, if you were to say, see a photo of Sarah, that wouldn't be a spoiler, right? She just posted this 1 hour ago with the quote, love. So there's Sarah. Caught in a white lie. Says Clayton cried with her. No one else has provided proof that that actually happened. And why do we care? We really don't. Let's see what we got going on here. Let's take a look at the different TikToks happening in the world here. We covered a lot of content today. I don't know if you guys knew this. It was a long day for my family today. We had to take the dog to the vet. He's doing okay. The dog's doing okay. This is a good thing. This is good news. Boone's okay. He's I don't know where he is, but he's on a lot of medication, and he has what appears to be pancreatitis, which is an infection in his pancreas, which is why he's been farting so smelly. And he was up all night, and Tasha, he was up all night panting, like his heart rate was double all night long. Not good. Big fever. So I had to make a lot of content early in the day so I could get him to the vet by the time the vet opened. And we pulled it off. So it was just one of those days. So thanks for hanging in there with me. I know we got to do a live stream with the Patreon, a couple new Patreon members, and I think we had 5 videos go up today. So it was a busy day, but we had to take care of Boone. He's back, he's resting, and we have all that going on. So again, thanks for all the well wishes out there. We still got work to do. My dog does not like eating, he's really finicky when it comes to medicine. So if he thinks there's medicine stuck in food, he won't eat the food. So I've been cooking some carrots. He loves carrots. So I've been boiling carrots so they get nice and soft. And then I've sort of been searing them so the outside is kind of crispy with a little bit of butter for taste, and then giving them these little carrots. I haven't put any pills in them yet. I'm letting him know that he likes these carrots, and then tonight I'm going to sneak a pill in there. We'll see if we can sneak one by him. But yeah, he's on a lot of medication right now. Because Sharon says, busy day for you, Dave. I feel like you have been in my living room chatting with me all day. Well, I'm glad you feel that way because I've been in the vet. But if anyone can be in two places at once, I'm going to try to make it happen. Anyway, let's go back to the up-to-date comments. I know we were going a little ways back there. A lot of comments in the chat. Do me a solid. Hit the like button. An odd number times. Stacia, thank you so much. Says prayers for Boone. Grateful Edge says feel better, Boone. He's already feeling good. He's on a very, very expensive diet. They charge him a premium for this diet that the vet gave to him. I think today's vet bill for a scan and some blood work and a few other things came out to $11.50. Yeah, I was surprised. I was like, all right, Dave, all right, this is going to be a, oh boy, $400. Usually when I take them, it's always a $400 or $500 bill. Yikes. But, he had a fever. He needed it. We were worried that this was, I don't know, the C word or something like that, We didn't know. Sherry says her dog likes baked sweet potatoes. You know what we do? So I've probably talked to you guys before. We don't always do this, but, they have my Ralph's, my grocery store sells this frozen block of salmon, and it's $8 and it's cut into 5 pieces. So we'll bake that with a sweet potato, make a pot of rice, put some peas in there, and then some carrots, and then afterwards we just mash it all together. This dog goes wild for that food, but now he's gonna have this digestive canned food, so he's on the canned food diet for the next couple weeks. Doggos are expensive. Yeah, but it's one of those things. Yeah, he's a long-haired basset hound. I'll show you guys Boone. Boone, we don't really update his Instagram too often here, but this is Boone right there. So this is Boone doing ASMR. This video is from 4 years ago. It's probably offensive now. But what did I know? What did we know? Here's Boone for Easter. This is the cutest. Look, he's got the little bushy tail on the butt. We like to dress him up in things. His best is his Santa Claus outfit. I don't know if I have any photos of him in his Santa Claus outfit. I gotta have one. Oh, here's a nice video. This is from our old place. Boone, come on, come out. Boy, this is 6 years ago. Come. He can't jump anymore. Boy, yeah, he can't do those jumps anymore. But of course, here's Boone, right? And then I'll give you our final photo here. Here's our final photo. Is Boone as a minion. Tasha had to make a little pee hole for him because his pee-pee was getting stuck in his pants. You know how it goes. All right, long-haired Dave. Irene says, any dog eating tacos is not offensive, especially on a Tuesday. I agree. I don't think it's offensive at all. I think it is what it is. See if we have any more photos of the dog. Oh, this actually might be our favorite photo of all time. This was taken at a photo shoot that we were doing. This is moments before he decided to jump into what might have been the smelliest, pond water, and he came out completely black, like black guck all over his body. But look at this, all feet are off the ground. He's got the landing gear up, and you can see the dust kicked up. This is the everlasting image we'll have of Boone, our very nice 14-year-old support dog. But anyway, that's us. That's where he's at. He's doing good. Tasha's going to get good sleep tonight because she didn't sleep much last night. But, it's good to know that because of you guys, because of our family being dedicated to watch these videos, that we can, take care of the dog. That it doesn't... I was telling a friend, that bill 2 years ago, that bill would have crushed me. I would have paid it, but it would have been... That bill would have come with a lot of stress and sacrifice. And I'm just happy that we're in a position where we can, keep the dog as healthy as possible. All right, folks. Okie dokie. So we're going to get into it. I'm sure we have a lot of voicemails. We'll play more voicemails tonight, but let's just have a listen and see if there's any voicemails we need to catch up on right now. Oh boy, we do have a lot. All right, let's just get to them. Let's just bang them out, folks. All right, hold on a second. Let's turn that off here and play a couple of voicemails.
Hey Dave, this is Heather from Redondo Beach.
Hi, Heather.
I just want to say, even though Clayton did some bad things with falling in love with 3 women and sleeping with 3 women, I'm really worried about his mental health. Teddy at the end said, I hope you're doing okay.
Thank you, Irene.
And as someone who's struggled with mental health, you know, I think we need to give Clayton a break.
Yes.
He is human. None of us are perfect. And I think we just all need to be more supportive and kind, even though
Boone's
we all
perfect.
make mistakes. Have a great night. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much for calling in from Huntington. You know, it's so great. I feel like I've known you guys for so long. I remember when this caller was living up in Santa Clarita. Am I right about that? And you were going to an interview in Huntington. And I'm not saying we had anything to do with it, but we wished you luck, and then you got the job, and then you moved to Huntington. Am I right? Is this the same caller? Well, anyway, thank you so much, Heather. Let's go to Robin in Shreveport, Louisiana.
Hey, Dave. This is Robin. I'm calling from Shreveport, Louisiana, and I just have one question. What is the deal with every single season the word like is said about 1,000,000 quadrillion times? That's all I want to know.
What's the deal? Thank you, Robin from Shreveport. I appreciate it. I don't know. Like, it could be like a crutch. You know, it could be like a product of people that don't have a bigger vocabulary. I'm guilty of probably saying it a bunch.
Hey, Dave.
Oh, whoa. We had a connection issue. Let me go back to that in a second.
Hey, Dave. It's Grace from D.C. calling
Redondo, sorry.
in early for the pre-show. I noticed something last night watching The Bachelor. I had started it like 20 minutes.
By the way, Grace called at 7:35 a.m., so talk about calling early for the pre-show. I appreciate you waiting outside for good seats, Grace.
More like 25 minutes in. And my hope was, because I was recording it, to be able to skip through all the commercials and, you know, kind of make it to the end with limited commercials. And halfway through the show, you know, within the hour mark, we had already used up all of the commercials. And, you know, I just wanted to call and say I really like your Love is Blind content. And we were actually streaming Survivor, David versus Goliath on Netflix prior to this. And I just think, like, these shows, like The Bachelor, for a modern audience, they're not going to stand a chance against shows like Love is Blind or other shows that you can binge, where the payout in the last episode, you can get to that point. You're building up to it. No one's stopping the train from getting there. And the Women Tell All, you know, that was just disappointing last night, because I just want to see this last episode. It's what they've been building up to the whole season. And I had to go through so much this season, so many dang commercials to get there. It's just, the pacing is so slow compared to the other things that are out there as far as dating shows. And I really enjoy your other content. And I think that, I don't know, it's just going to have to adapt, or it's going to have to go out the window. All right, Dave, I hope you have a good stream. Can't wait to see this episode. Bye.
Thanks so much, and I appreciate you watching my Love is Blind content, which I've got here on the Dave Neal Show. If you see the Dave Neal Show, Love is Blind, see the different background, and then this is the normal show. This was, I posted this on the Bachelor channel. It was Love is Blind / Bachelor crossover. Shake calls out Nick Lachey. It's pretty interesting. Yeah, no, look, don't get me wrong. Love is Blind and Netflix have a huge audience. Absolutely. The thing I like about, now you might not like that you can't binge Bachelor, but what works out for me as a powerful recapper, it's nice to have those 6.5 days off. That allows people to talk, context, digging through clues. We don't get that with Love is Blind, because you can just watch it all. But I do understand there might be a place for both. We'll have to see if Love is Blind can hold on to its shtick. We have to give Bachelor credit. It's held on to the top spot of dating relationship shows ever. You know what I mean? So, but I hear you. I'm willing to bail on it like everybody else. Next call. Thank you so much, Grace.
Dave, it's Christy from Tennessee. You asked a question if you've ever dated siblings before. So, unfortunately, I have. In college, I dated an older brother of someone that was 1 year older than me. So, he was 3 years older than me. And we dated a month. Nothing serious. kissed and that was it. And then about a month after we broke up, I dated his younger brother who was only a year older than me. And again, we only dated about a month, nothing serious. We just kissed, went to dinner. They both looked very, very much alike. I think the only difference was when their hair was, one had shorter hair than the other one, and one was about an inch taller than the other one. And other than that, they looked almost identical. And then I also had one, and this one was not siblings. These were like best friends. In high school, I dated a guy that was a freshman in college, and we dated probably 8 months. He was my prom date. And then after we broke up, I actually had ended up going to the same college because I was applying for colleges while we were together. Probably about a year afterwards, I dated his best friend who I knew through him, and they were roommates. So that was awkward too. And we dated for about 4 months. Okay. And so any of that is kind of awkward, but the first one, it was such short time period, it really didn't matter.
Well, thank you so much. What a journey we just went on. Dating brothers. Hey, if you like the produce, shop in the same aisle. I just made that up. Does that make what are we saying? I like that you're like, but we only kissed. Come on, Chrissy, tell us the truth. All right, let's keep this party going.
Hey, Dave. It's Lauren from Ontario, Canada calling.
Hey.
I'm just watching your video right now about Teddy and Clayton's brother sliding into her DMs. And while it's never happened to me because my brother is so much younger than I am, all it can make me think of is how awkward it must have been at Hannah Brown's Thanksgiving with Jed's ex-girlfriend now being engaged to her brother. It made me laugh. I thought a lot of similarities would be drawn between Teddy and Clayton's brother showing up to Thanksgiving, and I just thought that was quite funny. So thanks so much. Have a good day, Dave. Bye-bye.
Of course. And here we have it. We've got Jed responding to X joining Hannah's family. And then we've got, holy, what the hell's going on here in the South? Jed's ex said yes to her bro, which, by the way, this is almost the best thumbnail you can ever make here. If we're going to analyze thumbnails, this is almost as good as it gets. Although Bruce will tell you, this is before I started using a light brick background for my wall. And you can't, that's the one thing it's missing is a little bit of brick. But, well, boy, yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one. All right, well, thank you for calling in. I appreciate you. You guys are fantastic. Crushing it. Let's go to Anastasia. Oh, this might be a dud.
Hi, Dave. This is Anastasia calling from Houston. I just saw your spoiler video for the...
Oh, it's a spoiler. I can't play your spoilers. I'm so sorry. I'm going to save that for another video.
I'm not a subscriber, but I don't know why you can't take my opinion. Shanae deserved everything she got.
What? First of all, respectfully, you're going to call in on the voicemail channel and not subscribe? Come on, hit the subscribe button.
On the Women Tell All. Was there someone who told her, call me a bitch to my face? And that's when Jesse stepped in. I could have swore I heard that. If it was me, I would have said the same thing. I would have said, now call me to my face a bitch. And she deserved everything she got on the show. I don't care what anybody else says that they shouldn't have done that to her. Yes, she deserved it.
Thank you so much for the call. Well, I'm less worried about what Shanae deserves and more worried about why you haven't hit the subscribe button. That's where I'm wondering here. We've got 52,786. But anyway, I appreciate the voicemail regardless. Yeah, I mean, look, hey, sometimes people get what they deserve. Karma, I heard this, that karma is misused. A lot of people say, oh, it's karma. But karma is not supposed to work that way. It's not supposed to just be about, like, you did bad, so you received bad. I don't know. I'm not I don't know all of the info about karma. But, I mean, did she deserve it? To an extent. Was Genevieve, did Genevieve show some of her immaturity by making fun of Shanae? Absolutely. I'm actually let down a little bit by Genevieve. I'm let down by Genevieve because her apology attempt was so bad that it didn't even, she didn't own up to what she said. She said some mean things to Shanae. Now look, Shanae could have said 10 mean things to her too, but it's like, that just, to me, taking the high road would have shown that she has a class that, maybe she just hasn't grown into yet. That's all. I'd love to know your thoughts. All right, next up is Joanna from NoCal.
Hi, Dave. This is Joanna from Northern California. First-time caller, shy to call, but I'm pretty traumatized from the women tell all.
Join the club.
That whole mob scene, gang up on people mentality was very bothersome. If I can offer some perspective, in prior seasons, people would film, go home, watch it come out in real time, and get some reflection, knowledge, etc., cringe or reflect. This season, in real time on TikTok and the clickbait interviews, every contestant was getting interviewed and poked and prodded with the cattle prod, as you mentioned, so that they were so fired up last night that they came at Shanae and other people as if every one of their transgressions was done like yesterday.
Right.
So that's where it's different from prior seasons, and that's why it was just such a hot mess of reactivity, no reflection or composure to be had.
Well said.
All right. Hope to see you in other chats here. Thanks for all you do. I look forward to your content every day. You're the best.
Oh, that's so kind. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. My love well is overflowing with gratitude. I truly mean that. To see all of your comments and voicemails. Angel, with some breaking news here. Let me get Angel. Ladies and gentlemen, should we get into it? This is actually a real breaking news story here. Can you believe this? Ladies and gentlemen, we have breaking news here. Angel in the chat says, I hate to say it, but I had a minor thing with Dan's brother before we started dating. And Dan dated my sister when we were much younger too. Ladies and gentlemen, that was breaking news from Angel Victoria. Hey, family reunions sound like fun. Why not? Hey, what are we doing, right? Chris Wood says, what's up, Big Dave? Yeah, call me Big Dave. Call me Big Daddy. Call me Big Daddy. All right. Call me Poppy. What do you want? Call me whatever you want. What's up, Big Dave? Those ladies were a little too rough on my man Clayton last night. I agree. You know what? You see this guy, he's big and strong. I've been talking about it all day. Lindsay railed on him, and that's not a fantasy suite joke. Lindsay railed on him. Let's get to it right here. But then apologized after. So, let's see what she had to say here.
Crocodile tears. They cried. Yeah, tears a lot. I mean, Meryl.
You knew this day was coming.
Yep.
You knew you'd be here.
All right, next. Bachelor Nation fan base this morning. All right, I don't know, because I think she said Rotten, Ohio. All right, that's not important. Here's Griselda from our chat. I've sold 67 pairs of my sunflower earrings. That's $1,340. I'll be donating. I have a busy night ahead as I try to get your orders out as soon as possible. Of course, if you haven't followed Griselda yet, give her a follow. Oh, look how cute these packages are. I gotta buy a pair for Tasha. I haven't bought a pair yet. Gonna get Tasha a pair, but Ukraine's what's it called? The sunflower is the official flower of Ukraine, and she's making jewelry, and it's benefiting a church in Ukraine. So you can go just follow her on Instagram, and the link's right there, GriseldaGoods.com. All right, there's that. I wanted to share. Well, I guess I won't get to it. I wanted to share. What Lindsay said, but I've already, you've already watched all these videos. We don't need to relitigate what I've already said today. Let's go to our next voicemail here. Here we go.
Hey, David and everyone. It's Sarai. I'm calling from work.
Did you call me David? Only my sister calls me that. Let's hear that again.
Hey, David and everyone. It's Sarai.
Did she say Dave or David? I'll let you guys be the judge.
Hey, David and everyone. It's Sarai. I'm calling from work's RV/camper while he's at work. He should be here in about an hour and a half or so. He had to work. You do what you have to do. So I wrote everything out so I wouldn't forget anything, and hopefully, it won't be too long. All right, here we go. So where to begin? I absolutely love Mark's RV camper. I instantly felt at home as soon as I walked in. Plus, seeing how happy and proud of it he was made me even love it more.
Oh.
We haven't talked about our quote-unquote relationship yet, but for the first time, I finally feel like I don't need to define it. I truly haven't felt this connected with him, physically, emotionally, and without even saying a word to each other. It's like, we just connect. It's awesome. I haven't felt this happy ever, like, in a long time. I don't know if you can tell, but I know it feels like I'm reading a script, just so I won't forget anything. But I'm like literally glowing. Oh my God, I'm so happy. Tonight I'm actually making us dinner. It's the first time I've actually made him dinner, so I'm like freaking excited about it. What also makes me happy is when he told me how much he missed me and how much he missed being with me. So that me definitely made everything better. I can't stop giggling. Oh my God. I even told him that, the song Blinding Lights by The Weeknd, that was whenever he text messaged me, that's the song that comes up. He was like beaming. He like literally had this biggest smile on his face. I was like, wow, we made it big. He loves that so much. All right, this message is going on way too long. And okay, so I'm just so happy. So I can't wait to see him again when he comes back from work. Like I said, he'll be like between 2 and 3, so I won't be having any live streams with you guys. And there's also no internet here, so I can't even watch a live stream, even if I wanted to. All right, so enjoy the episode tonight, guys, and I'll catch you next time. All right. Bye.
Bye. Sarai checking in from the camper, everybody. She's in Mark's camper. Good to hear things are going good for you guys over there. Now, we just stumbled upon some information that I am not too happy about. Estieti, Esleti? Is it Esleti? Said, Dave, Nick's subscribers are still growing. It's like he is still in competition with you. All right, well, let's check it out. I'm at 52,788. Now check this out. Just a couple days ago, and again, I'm not claiming that there's anything nefarious happening here, but just a couple days ago, we were at the same monthly threshold. We're both getting about 750 subscribers a month. Look what happened. Nick is in red. He leapt me by about 1,000 subscribers. So the question is, what the hell is going on that Nick is virtually tied with me now? He's at 52,700 and I'm at, 52,790. I don't know, guys. I hate to say this. If this is going to go in this, I think by the end of the day, Nick may have more subscribers than I do. And let me tell you something. That's not a smug face I want looking back at me here. We've coached his small YouTube channel, and now he's just going to stab us in the back there. Very fascinating stuff. Thank you for bringing that attention to me, that he's nearly passing us. He could pass us literally by the end of the day. I'm not sure. Now, if you notice, we still get, let's see here, views. We still get about double his views. It was a pretty slow month for me, whereas he had just interviewed Deep D. So, of course, he's got, A-list celebrities in the world, and he's, it looks like they're, I don't know. I'm not saying they're doing the same thumbnails as me, but, they're doing their thing. They're cohesive, to say the least, but by all means, I don't think they've got the Dave Neal stamp of approval. But either way, regardless, he's clearly passing us. So that's where we stand. We'll have to see if we can make up ground in March. But it appears the subscriber race is back on. All right, folks. But thank you for letting me know that. Let's go to our next voicemail here. And we're crushing it today.
Hey, Dave Neal. My name is Gigi from Maryland.
Hi, Gigi.
I'm a twin.
Woo.
My twin married my former boyfriend.
Oh.
She dated him for 2 days. Then I dated him for 2 weeks. This was in high school. And then I dated him again for 9 months.
Okay.
My junior year of high school. Then in college, she and he ended up working at the same job in Virginia.
You sure did.
Then they dated for 3 years and they got married.
Be careful who you date.
So they've been together for a while. So college for me was a while ago. But there's your story. My twin sister married my former boyfriend.
Holy
and
Alabama.
we all get along now.
You sure do.
It was tough at the beginning. Her and I kind of had a falling out, but
You sure
we
did.
talk every day. We all laugh about it today, so
You sure do.
thank God it worked out.
Well, thank you for that voicemail. These are fun voicemails here. Araceli with a super chat. Thanks, Araceli. Much appreciated. Thank you so much for that. Loving these voicemails here.
Hi, Dave and everyone. This is Jennifer calling from Raleigh, North Carolina. This is my first time calling, though I have been watching your channel since you started, and I really wish that people would give Clayton a break.
Give him a break.
While I may not agree with him sleeping with multiple women, he certainly isn't the first Bachelor to have done it, and we've had Bachelors that have switched their final one after proposing to another. He just seems like a nice guy that got way in over his head, and we all know how manipulative the franchise can be, and he had a couple of pretty manipulative women. So I actually feel really bad for him. He is under so much scrutiny that I'm actually just really surprised by how bad it is. But anyways, I hope everyone can just see it for what it is, and I hope that he is all right. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you so much. Yeah, no, I think what we're gonna need to do, maybe we'll do this on the live stream tonight. If it's really hard on Clayton, no pun intended. But if it's really, there's gonna be some hard-ons going on tonight. That's part of the problem, right? Blood flows, and it sure does. Especially with he's very strong, a very strong man. I mean, he's got a very hard-working heart.
David.
I found this, which is gonna be a problem. I found a soundboard here. And that's...
Ew, David.
Is she eating food while she says this? I can almost see her saying this.
Ew, David.
Anyway. That's us. I'm going to have to put that on the soundboard here. Anyway, folks. Rachel is accusing Nick of buying followers. Well, yeah, honestly, his video with Deep D probably got him a whole new fan base. Probably got him a whole new fan base. But either way, he's well, we're just gonna have to keep on trying harder. You know what I mean?
Ew, David.
Nothing else we can do there. Stacia says Team Dave. Yeah, I mean, look, maybe we're gonna have to try to work a little harder to get under his ass.
This is gonna be on Dave Neal, by the way. Dave Neal's making a clip of
I'll make an argument.
No. All right, folks. Catherine says, who did he have on his show recently? Yeah, Deep D. He had Deep D on. So, I would absolutely be a great interview, but I haven't been asked. So, sometimes it gets lost in the mail. You know what I mean?
Hi, Dave. This is Araceli from San Diego. Just wanted to say hi. Glad Boone is doing better.
Oh, thank you.
I'm struggling having major Latin cruise withdrawal, but I'm hanging in there, so I'm excited for tonight's episode. We'll see if anyone gets eliminated or if it just all blows up. Have a good day, Dave.
Bye. Thank you so much for the call. Much appreciate you in there, and of course appreciate the super chat. Far too kind. All right, this is a call from Delaware, the state where everyone hides their money in shell corporations.
Hey, Dave, it's Sherry calling from Delaware. Sorry, my connection was so bad when you tried to read or listen to my earlier message from this morning. What I wanted to point out was that when, originally I said it was Gabby, but it wasn't. It was Sierra. Sierra was going on at Clayton about how he wasn't ready for this. He wasn't ready to be a husband and a father and all this other stuff, and basically emasculating him. What it reminded me of was when Rachel Lindsay had been so involved with Peter Krause during her season to a point where they met in his room and they were both crying their eyes out that it wasn't going to work because Peter just did not feel that it was appropriate for him to propose unless he was 100% sure. And then on the tell-all, Rachel kind of fixed him with a very calculating, I felt kind of mean look and said, this isn't the right environment for you. This isn't the right way for you to meet somebody. You're not up to this, which I thought was I mean, why doesn't she just kind of pull down his bridges and paddle his backside? Anyway, just another take on why people should watch their words when they go to berate somebody. And the whole thing about, I had a temper in the moment, I was emotional, apologies that start with one brief positive thing and then are interrupted with but are not apologies at all. Yeah, anyway, just
You're
my
right.
2 cents worth. It's probably worth exactly that much. Have a good evening. Take care.
Thank you.
And thanks
You have
again
a
for your
good evening
videos.
as
Night.
well. Bye. That is Sherry in Delaware, formerly of Rhode Island in Providence Plantation. Let's go to Marty in Florida. Oh, we love Marty.
Hi, Dave. This is Marty from Florida. Thank you for everything you do and your stamina. I just wanted to call in. There's been a lot of conversation around gaslighting, and there's something else that's known as scapegoating, and it's actually been around since the beginning of time. And it's basically an ancient instinct where it's one of the worst forms of human communication and behavior. And social media can lead to a pile-on, and the payoff is that people feel social unity, personal satisfaction. It relieves the group's interior and social tensions by creating a target and where you can blame others, and binding or bonding against the scapegoat actually creates kind of a high and creates solidarity within a group. And this is, from ancient times, and it happens across all human cultures, and it's actually to resolve bad feelings within a group or conflict. And it's just, I don't know, I'd love to hear people talk more about scapegoating. We talked a lot about gaslighting. It's an opportunity to learn, which I know you're always into. And I feel like instead of finding love, they have really traumatized and victimized their lead, who seems to be in the grip of a Stockholm syndrome, and just cruel. I don't like Shanae, but I don't like what happened on the Women Tell All. And that's it. Thank you, Dave. Thanks. Bye-bye.
All joking aside here, this is fantastic stuff. I love it when people we've all heard the term scapegoat, but we don't really think about it too often. Scapegoating is a hostile, social, psychological discrediting routine by which people, the women tell all, move blame and responsibility away from themselves and towards a target person or group. It is also a practice by which angry feelings and feelings of hostility may be projected via inappropriate accusations towards others. The target feels wrongly persecuted and receives misplaced vilification, blame, and criticism. He's likely to suffer rejection from those who the perpetrator seeks to influence. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. I really appreciate that. Sophie, and by the way, Sharon with the super chat, thank you so much for the super chat for the dog food. I will let Boone know tonight that his meal is on you. So thank you so much for that. If anyone wants to cover the x-rays, no, I'm kidding, folks. La-da-da-da-da. All right, we have 20 minutes left. We're just really crushing it today. I can't believe we had so many great voicemails. Look, honestly, all joking aside, I've talked to Nick before. He's called me up. I know Nick. There's no real competition. He does what he does, and I do what I do. It's a fun way to get people to try to subscribe that might think they're subscribed. For those that have... like Sophia said, well, because you mentioned Nick, now I checked out his channel and now I'm subscribed to him. I prescribe to the abundance theory that there's enough for all of us. So if people want to watch his channel, it's not going to do me any harm, and vice versa. All friendly competition between me and a little bit smaller YouTube channel. All right, let's go to our next voicemail.
What's up, Dave? It's Chris from New Orleans, driving home from work. I have a question for you. I'm not trying to start anything with this. Do you have a favorite contestant since you, or even like a couple favorite contestants of the past however many seasons since you've been watching the show? I'm curious. So, yeah, you don't have to answer if you don't want, but just curious. Anyway, have a good one, man.
It's a good question. It's a really good question. You guys know me. I generally try to see the best in people, and so there's a lot of people I like. I like Cassidy. I have a good sort of like banter with Cassidy. Obviously, Katie's been really supportive of my channel, and I enjoy what Katie's doing. It's easier for me to think about people that really, and I'm not going to share them, but it's easier for me to think about which contestants trigger me and really get under my skin. You probably can know who they are, but some of them, when someone crosses my threshold of like annoyance, or if they're hypocritical, or if I feel like they're sort of what's the term when someone's what's the term for when someone is cashing in and not being authentic? Grifting. For the contestants that I feel are grifters, that can really annoy me, because I feel like with stand-up, you really learn to respect authenticity. And when you see someone who you don't think is being authentic, you go, I have no reason to ever trust you. You know what I mean? So easier, but again, not to not answer your question. From this season, I've liked Genevieve all along, but honestly, like, it's a case of like I'm just not liking her response. Like I'll be honest though, the Women's Tell All made me more disapprove of Genevieve than Shanae, because with Shanae I knew what I was getting. With Genevieve, I was like, oh, come on, Genevieve, you're better than that. Maybe she's not. Maybe she's not. Or at least not right now. Maybe she has a little bit to learn. But her apology was so weak, and it wasn't an apology. And again, if you're not sorry, don't apologize by all means. But her apology was so weak, I was like, oh, you kind of... I actually want to see Genevieve go to Bachelor in Paradise just to see how she fares there.
Hey, it's Jennifer from NC again. I realized that I wasn't as clear as I wanted to be. Basically, I remember when Ari was the Bachelor and he had proposed to Becca, was with Becca, left Becca, and I'm wondering, even though 2018 doesn't feel that long ago,
hold on, I want to make sure this isn't a spoiler.
People would be even more upset if that were to happen.
It's not.
Than now.
Yeah, so I'm going to cut you off there. Because I'm running out of time, and I don't want your but to answer your question, yes, something has happened since Ari was on The Bachelor. It could be pandemic related. It could be the state of the world is a little bit more chaotic. But something has happened, I believe, that has made people more on edge and more sort of signaling our virtues towards others. Now, don't get me wrong. Ari got a lot of blame and everything back then. But, Ari, to me, comes off like a smug son of a bitch. Clayton comes off as a real lovable guy. So I hope he's not treated the same way that Ari was treated.
What is up, Dave? It is Amber Rose from Texas. I just want to comment on the whole sex thing. Like, come on. They had to have known that there's going to eventually be a fantasy suite, and that there's a chance, obviously, that they could make it to the fantasy suite. Then, hello, like, what is the fantasy suite known for? It's definitely not made for milk and goats.
Pumping palmers.
Like, come on.
Hey, you
and
can milk a
honestly,
goat.
in my opinion, and it's okay if people want to wait for marriage and everything else. Like, it's all good. It's all great. But me personally, like, I gotta know if the goods are good. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm gonna be with this guy and, like, be engaged and, like, marry him, like, I gotta know if it's good. You know what I'm saying? Okay, thanks. Bye. Oh,
Bye.
and you're awesome. Okay, bye.
Oh, thank you so much. So our caller says, I need to test the item before I purchase. Yeah, imagine if like they bite you in a weird, imagine if they, you're mid coitus and they sort of kind of like scream in a way, like, like imagine if there's just something weird and you're like, huh? Not that that's a big problem to have, but you never know. You never know what's going on out there. All right. Did I gross you out?
You, David.
All right. 2 more voicemails. Oh, no, it's our last one. We'll have a ton tonight. Oh, let's go to our friend Natalie in Canada. Here's Natalie.
Hey, Dave. It's Natalie from Alberta. And Derek's here, too, and my kids. I just wanted to call in. You just said you got so many great voicemails, and then I'm going to call in and probably ruin that streak. Sorry, but as I said in the chat, I kind of like Shanae. She's kind of a bad, I don't know, super unpopular opinion, but
here's what I love about Natalie. You can't get mad at her for this opinion because Natalie is, I don't know, and again, I mean this with all respect. Natalie, from what I've come to know, is the type that likes to watch destruction, you know? So she likes to see somebody light it all on fire. And I think deep down, the gladiator audience inside of us likes that too. I think we like that too. We don't like it in the sense that we're like, yay, but we like the feeling we get. You know, that's an old theater. We like the feeling that we get from being like, oh, there's a bad person. We're all good, right? We're all good? Good. F her.
I watched last night going like, what is their end goal? They're just continuously attacking her, trying to hold accountable, and they just don't like her, and she doesn't like them, and she doesn't care, and they just kept yelling at her, and it's like, even if you don't like what she did, what is your end goal with all this hate and cancel culture? What are they trying to do? Like, just stop. Who cares? She doesn't like you guys either, so move on. And that's kind of my thoughts on that screaming match that was going on last night that we couldn't even stand. But, yeah, anyways, looking forward to tonight. And hope you have a great night, and thanks for the great season. Bye-bye.
Well, thank you so much. Yeah, thanks for the great season as well. Now, the question is, what do we do for next week's finale? So, you know, I've always said, oh, boy, do I do a West Coast live and an East Coast live? I don't know, guys. I think I might just do a full East to West Coast live. So if we do that, that means we'll start at 7 p.m. West Coast time, so 10 p.m. East Coast time, and then we'll go till 11 p.m. West Coast time, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's a 4-hour. Should we do a nice thirsty 4-hour full live stream, or should I break them up? Because I can also just turn one off and then turn one on, which maybe I should do that. Maybe I'll do that. We'll have to see how it goes, because it might be easier for me to just literally do it on the hour, do an East Coast for 2 hours, and then or and then turn it off and then and then just literally start all over again. We'll have to see. Either way, I'm going to be coming at you guys pretty hard next week when it comes to content. Derek says Dave should do live during the show. You know, we've thought about this. We've thought about the live during the show. I wouldn't be, first of all, I watch it through a bootleg stream, and it's usually 3 minutes behind. So it'd be hard for me to go live. What I could do is leave my screen on and then let the chat run. I can't promise that YouTube won't turn that live stream down. YouTube has some quality control it does. So if it thinks somebody's like, I don't know, not a good live stream, it'll shut it down. We'll have to see. Sarah says, whatever you end up doing, people will show. Well, they sure showed up last night. So I'm trying to read some of your comments. Thanks again for the super chats and the well wishes for Boone. You guys have been fantastic. Tess says, Shanae needs to help accountable, and unfortunately for her, she really thinks she wasn't. Very sad. Someone said, trying to read your comments here. Can you believe I'm all caught up on the comments? Lauren says, I watch it on Hulu. Hey, Lauren, I saw you on Reality Steve's live chat today. Did you guys catch me on Reality Steve's live chat today? Let's see if he's got it up there. It's always nice to go on his live chat because I always get a bunch of new followers. Let's see if it's in his videos. Yeah, see, it's got 124,000. Let's see if we can. Oh, there it is.
It's got to happen where both of the Joe Millionaire guys are interested in the same girl, and and the girl's going to go out with both guys, if not multiple women.
Yeah, that'll be a fun aspect. Hey, I see Brendan Quinn's in the chat. Have you seen him at all on Bachelor?
Oh, that's old. That's an old one. That was from November. Oh, maybe he didn't save it. He must not have saved it. Yeah, sometimes he doesn't save his live streams. All right, no biggie. I can understand why he wouldn't want to. It was, there was a lot of diverse conversations there. And I don't like having what I've learned is I don't like having some tough conversations on live streams because, you guys get why. It's hard to prosecute your point while reading comments and I try to keep the live streams lighter than like some of my heavier content because you don't know who's in the chat. You got trolls or people are throwing out wild things or mixing up what you're trying to say. It's almost too much during controversial conversations to have to read the live chats while you're talking versus this, which is kind of, a lot of us just shooting it together. Flutter politely says, I found you, Dave, from Steve's podcast. Oh, how cool. Yeah, Steve and I had we talked for like 90 minutes on the phone last week. I was stuck in traffic and we just had, it's so funny because we can talk about things, that I really can't talk with anyone else about. Hey, Tasha, did you want to come in here? Let's see if we can get Tasha in here for a second. Ladies and gentlemen, would you like to come in and say hi? We had, I think it was Sharon or somebody had donated $20 for Boone's dog food. They heard that Boone had, so if you want to come and just say thanks to anybody, you can do that. And check this out. Oh, there she is with the hair. Tasha's got that good hair. Whoa, baby. Damn, you looking good. Who are you wearing? Is this Shein? Wow, what is this? Unbelievable. Got her hair done. Tasha's got a scrunchie. And who are your jeans today? Who are you wearing for jeans? Is it Levi's? Cotton On? Yeah. I don't know who makes that. Did you see? Look at this. Wait, watch this. We have a new button I found. Are you ready for this?
Ew, David.
That's fun. If I say something weird, I can just...
Ew, David.
Ew, David it. Karen Bray says, the gorgeous Tasha. Lauren says, Tasha looks so pretty as always. Boy, you need a little mood booster. Griselda. Here's Griselda. By the way, Griselda is the one with the...
Earrings, the sunflower earrings.
Yeah, the sunflower earrings. I lost it there. But Griselda has raised, I think she said $1,600.
Wow.
And look at all these shipments. Look at all the boxes.
Wow.
Let's make Griselda have to work hard. Let's get her some, but anyway, she's over there doing the Lord's work as we just talk gossip on our end. What else is going on here? Tasha, tell us something we don't know about Dave. That rash I got this week. Sadly, I'm an open book. Yeah, tell them something they don't know about me.
I don't know that there is anything. I don't know that you have many secrets.
I don't have many secrets. All right, we got 5 minutes left before Fantasy Suites. Could you, in a world, someone asked me this. They said, they asked us on a voicemail a few days ago, they said, what type of character would you be on the show? Like, what archetype would you be?
Me?
They asked for both of us. I'll tell you who I think you would be, but you tell me.
Show me somebody I know, though.
Well, no, I'm going to tell you who I think. This is who I think Tasha would be. Let's see if I can find her. Tasha doesn't even really watch the show, to be honest. I think you would be, let's turn this down here, Serene on the right. She's not confrontational. She's very pretty. And she doesn't she's not like super outgoing.
She was a little quiet, right? I saw like a clip of one episode where she was like opening up.
Weren't we just at where is this? Just where we were?
No.
That we were at a different
giant.
By the way, I
chair.
could never, due to watching Jaws, I could never sit on a catamaran like this for fear that a shark would punch through.
I've never seen Jaws, but
I feel like, spoiler, there's a scene where he breaks through a catamaran, and I watched it at the ripe old age of like 6. So, anyway.
I just feel like that's like a 100% chance of getting seasick right there.
Yeah.
I'd get about 10 minutes on that boat and I'd be ready to go back to shore.
I feel like you'd get like sea lice on your ass. Stacia says, Tasha fan club. A lot of love for Tasha. Patriot Lady. Tasha is gorgeous. Patriot Lady's an aggressive username, isn't that? I don't know. Patriot Lady just feels like you're going to complain about your Starbucks order. Griselda says, I'm working on 100 earrings now.
Wow.
Oh, wow. That's a lot. So anyway, yeah, we had a rough night with the dog. And we are seems to be he's eating and he's
still taking it pretty slow, but I'm just happy he's moving at all.
A lot of people are shocked you haven't seen Jaws. Tasha doesn't do scary movies.
I can't do scary movies, and if I had seen Jaws, I would be afraid to I'm afraid enough of being in the ocean where I can't see my feet. So I can't imagine
Susie
how
says,
I'd do if I had seen a scary shark movie.
Susie says, you two are so cute. How about these headshots people are pulling up? Look at this person. Look at this.
Wow.
How aggressive of me to make it that big, but that's pretty, it's a nice photo here. Anyway, we were talking before, we have 2.5 minutes left. We were talking before about, someone called in about scapegoating and the idea that all the women might be scapegoating Clayton. Like they're accusing him, of being the target of all of their problems. He is the lead.
In order to take the focus off of their own toxic behavior.
Yeah, and I mean, like, he's trying his best, but they can't criticize the show or the producers or the edit. But the one thing that's not in the NDA is old Clayton boy. I don't know. Anyway, so do you know the spoilers? We're not going to share spoilers
No,
here.
I don't
You
know
didn't hear me
anything.
earlier?
No.
Well, we talked to Reality Steve today. Lots of spoilers out there. We're not going to share the spoilers here, but tonight Clayton has he's got his final 3. They're going to Iceland.
Ooh.
So we'll see what they can do in Iceland. All right, say bye to everyone.
Maybe
Let's get out of here.
some Northern Lights.
Northern Lights, maybe some Northern Lights and some horizontal landscapes. I don't know. They're banging is my point. All right. Kimberly says, let's see your dog. He is not even in the room. He's not in the mood to be picked up. Yeah, he's running slow.
He's feeling a little fragile right now, so I don't want to pick him up. But he's okay. We think he's okay. Just a little bit of pancreatitis.
Yeah, we were just worried. His heart rate was double throughout the night, but it slowed down.
Breathing was really labored.
Yeah.
After him
for like 10 hours.
Seeming like he was off for a few days in a row this whole weekend, like digestive. Last night was a really scary night, but Dave took him to the vet and he got the full workup, and the doc gave us lots of stuff, so we think he's gonna be okay.
The best part was when the eye contact that Boone made with me after the doctor put the thermometer up his butt.
Ew, David.
Yeah, that's Boone looked at me going,
Ew, David.
come on, really? They can. He was like, you get to go to Starbucks. They take the temperature on your forehead and they gotta shove this up my ass. What are you doing? They're like, all right, let's take your temperature, Boone. He's like, all right, no, I'll take the medicine. What do you need from me? All right, folks, we're getting out of here. Say bye, and we'll talk to you guys in 2 hours. Get your voicemail line ready. It's gonna be a hot one. We'll see you after. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Crushed it with the ending. Oh, Irene with the super chat. Let me get to that real quick. Irene, thank you for the super chat. Here's Griselda's Instagram. Put it in the chat just now. All right, folks. That's it for me. We'll see you in 2 hours. Thanks for a good chat. Bye.